Hi there, Simon from simonwood.com. I have 6 Beaujolais in front of me, and well, these are slightly unusual in that only 4 of them are red, made from Gamay, but I've got 2 Beaujolais Blanc. Beaujolais Blanc, yeah, we are, after all, at the southern end of Burgundy here, so they're made from Chardonnay. Let's see how we get on with them. Château de Châtelet Beaujolais Blanc, Cuvée Vieilles, 2009. Well, Beaujolais is like an extension of the Mâconnais, and it's a very Mâconnais style wine, this. It's got what I call that quince and apple crumble, maybe even with a little bit of rhubarb in there. It smells like it, yes, those cooked fruits, but cooked northern fruits rather than cooked tropical fruits. It smells like it's going to have a bit of body, but also freshness. Charming, fresh, friendly wine. Very Mâconnais. Got this slightly toasty edge there. I don't know whether that's to do with the lees age, maybe a little bit of sulphur in there. I don't think it's anything to do with the barrel. And then you've got this rounded slight creaminess from malolactic fermentation just coming in on the finish. Almost wish they hadn't done that because I think the wine would have been a bit fresher, a bit more poised without it. But as it is, can't complain about it. Pretty decent wine. Chardonnay, Beaujolais Blanc, number 2. Domaine Terres, Jean-Paul Brun's Domaine Terres, and again 2009. Just Chardonnay classic on here. Sounds like a horse race. Now this seems quite different. It hasn't got that exuberant, rich, juicy fruit of the first one. It feels like it's got finer fruit, finer body. And you notice the life beyond fruit. So there's this hazelnutty character, and there's a bit of mealy oatmeal character. Yes, the fruit's there, but it's more on those more classic northern Burgundy. No, maybe not northern Burgundy, not Chablis, but those bottom end of the Côte d'Or going into the Côte Chalonnaise. So you're getting these the hazelnuts. Again, the bit of the cooked apple, but not the apple crumble that I got on the first one. But I'll shut up and taste it. Yeah, it's a finer, leaner style. Still got the we are in the southern Burgundy here, so it's still got body and panache, but they haven't done the malolactic, and as a result you've got more structure here, more holding it together. The fatness comes through on the finish. Maybe a bit of peachiness, those slightly oily tinned pineapple chunk characters, but no, I prefer that. The first one is more showy. This one is higher cheekbones. Let's get on to the reds. I'll just give my glass a rinse with Domaine de Beaujolais 2010, just labelled basic bog standard Beaujolais, which can be excellent and it can be also bog standard. Let's see which this one is. It's got a strange aroma. It's got a slightly vegetal white pepper character. Fruit is there, but it's taking a bit of a while to come out of its shell. Maybe it's something to do with screw cap. If you start bottling in screw cap, it can take you a few years to get your levels of sulphur when you bottle it right. And sometimes wines like this will benefit from even decanting. I mean, you never think of decanting bog standard Beaujolais, but this is one for me that feels like it would have benefited from more time to come out of its starting blocks. Simple, gentle, peppery, nice crunchy fruit. It's if anything, I miss a bit of the Beaujolais raspberry stroke violet perfume. It feels a bit correct. It feels quite like maybe yields are a bit high. There is this red fruit undercurrent, maybe a bit of dark fruit in there, but not all that much body on top of it. It's okay, but bit basic. Let's see how we get on with the Château Cambon. Doesn't say Beaujolais on the front label, but it says it on the back label. So let's give this a whirl. Now that's more what I expect. That has got the bounce and the crunch and the yes, it's got some of that peppery edge that the first one had, but it's got more bright raspberry, straying into that red plum, and also with the a bite of acidity. And it's the acidity not of apple. Sometimes I get appley type of acidity in Beaujolais, but it's that plum acidity. If you get a plum where sometimes you get those plums where the stone won't come off the rest of the fruit, and often it's a sign that the fruit's not as ripe as it could be. That type of underripe, crunchy plumminess, if that's not too pretentious. Yeah, and it's got that bouncy, sausage-friendly appeal. So it's a freshness mixed with this crunchy but joyful fruit. That's much more what I'm wanting rather than the one before. Hey, horses for courses. Let's see how we get on with Beaujolais-Villages. Domaine Lagneau, 2009. Beaujolais-Villages, 2009. Pretty terrific vintage for the region. Well, it's strange. I mean, Beaujolais-Villages. It's one of those wines that isn't made to keep. It's like drink it, and then when the next vintage comes along, then start drinking that. 2009. So I almost wish I could look at the 2010 of this. This feels like it has been a bit more similar to the one before, with that joyful rounded crunchiness. Rounded crunchiness, can you have that? What I mean by that is there's the crunchiness of the Beaujolais bite, but with this wealth of fruit. Here it feels like it's had those, but the crunch is gone. It's just gone slightly limp. But that's just a smell. Let's taste it. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have tried that last year. At the moment, it just feels like it's on a slight downhill path. It's okay. I would certainly finish my glass, and I might even have a refill, but I wouldn't go out and buy a bottle of it. It's it's last year's wine. Shame we haven't got the 2010. Hey. Let's see how we get on with 2009 Château. So we've gone Beaujolais, Beaujolais-Villages, and Château is one of the 10 cru villages. So should be a further step up. I've got more wines to do. I've got probably enough to fill another couple of videos. So and I think I've got enough wines to fit those into the cru. But hey, I shove this in here. First thing I smell, it's a step up in concentration. It feels like there's going to be more bounce, more body, more life. I'm not sure. There's something about the fruit flavours here, which again, when I was saying about this, I would have liked to have seen the 2010. There's a mature edge here, and it's like they cooked cherries going ever so slightly on losing their freshness, and maybe there not being the other structure around it to prop them up. But I could be wrong. Let's try it. It's decent enough, but I just wish I'd had that 6 months ago. It's not dead now, but I think there was a better wine 6 months ago. Hey, wine. Hey, Beaujolais. Surprises for me have been the bog standard Beaujolais from Château Cambon and the Terres Beaujolais Blanc. I thought those were pretty decent. See you soon.